NRCS has a site called Web Soil Survey, and I'm going to show you an example. So this is the Web Soil Survey site. It's NRCS, the Natural Resources Conservation Services. You can simply Google, just in Google, Web Soil Survey, and this site should come up for you. You click on the start button, and depending on how savvy you are with computers, you can, literally import your shapefiles. But for those maybe that are a little less savvy on shapefiles themselves, you can see the toolbar up here, and you can really just kind of zoom in. So we're going to zoom into my area, Georgia. I'm down here on this southern little coastal area, say Waverly. It's right there. We're going to literally zoom in into my tracks just as an example. And then here are polygons. You can make it a simple rectangle, or you can this little polygon shape. And you can literally just kind of draw out, and we're just going to estimate. You can click on the soil map tab, and it's going to show you what type of soils you have. Now, why am I showing you this? You're like, what is Mandarin fine sand? What is phloem? I can't even say words. Loamy sand and Rutledge fine sand. Like, what does that mean? You can catch a few words. There is a sand component to every one of these, but you'll also notice this second category right here. It says frequently flooded. All right, so that's going to tell you that it's a pretty wet site. And PE, so that's this area, and really only that area. My majority, this is how I'd probably make the majority of my decisions, is this Rutledge fine sand. What does that mean? So Forest Productivity Tree Site Index. This is what I use a lot of times if I'm on the border of what someone's property might be suitable for. So you see Forest Productivity Tree Site Index right here. Click on that, and it lets you pick some general tree species. And for our example, we're just going to click loblolly, and you click on view rating, and it's going to tell you like how suitable the site is for it. So red, any type of bright color that's not in gray, means it's probably a pretty suitable site. So loblolly, it says 90. That 90 is a very good rating for tree site indexes. The higher the number, that just simply means the faster growing tree it will become at a certain age. And then we're going to do the same example for longleaf. If I was considering planting longleaf in my backyard, you can see the majority of it not super suitable. These areas, this red, I probably could. 60 and 80, not nearly as good as 90. So my track right here is much more suitable to loblolly. And I can tell you from firsthand experience, it's a pretty wet track. I wouldn't call it gumbo. It's just a wet track. That's how I would describe it, honestly. Kind of loamy out there. But I'm on the coast, so there's always a sand component to it. So I just wanted to show y'all this because I've had a lot of people ask me before, how do I determine what type of soils I have, what type of land I have? In general observation, very wet, not wet. When you're out there, do you get stuck in it? Do your jeans get stained red? That's all going to give you some visual clues. And no matter like how non-technical you may feel like you're speaking to someone else and explaining your land type, all of those characteristics will really help paint that picture to your forester or professional.